Hello and welcome to Jedi Jingle Maker. This is my YouTube channel where I release all of my original music. Also, I do guitar modifications as well as guitar and gear reviews. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, please do not hesitate to subscribe right now. Thanks. Okay, in today's video we're going to look at the Ibanez RG421PB, which I bought as an inexpensive modification platform. Over the course of the last 6 months or so, I've been modifying it. So in this video, we're going to talk about the changes that I've done so far. The most recent change that I just performed to it, and the next planned change, which is the biggest change yet, but I'm doing things in an order of operations to get foundational things done first. Okay, let's get right into it.
It's my gear review. Jedi Jingle Maker is made for you.
First, let's talk about what we've done since the last video. Well, I decided to do two things, but one at a time. First thing is new saddles, Graphite saddles. So I got these, they call them string savers, and they're made by Graphtec. And the other thing is a new bridge pickup, which is the Nazgul, or as they say, Nazgul Seymour Duncan bridge pickup, which is an infamous metal fire-breathing pickup. Now, I've never changed a pickup in a guitar, so that's for the next video where I'll show my adventure getting that thing into the Ibanez RG421. To replace what's in there now, which is a DiMarzio. Now, these Graphtec saddles cost me about $45, and they're widely available. They looked radically different from the saddles that were on there. I actually transplanted the saddles that were on there over onto my little Frankenstrat Mini. Stay tuned for that video for the next update on what I've been doing to my little mini Frankenstrat. But as you can see, this metal color of the bridge, that was the same color as the saddles that were on there. Of course, now the Graphtec are black and really look good, I think. I love the contrast, actually. I think it looks cool. Also with the silver screws. Another nice feature about these Graphtec saddles is the fact that the risers go very deep into the saddle, so none of them are above the level of the saddle. I like to palm mute a lot, and this has been the best setup for saddles I've experienced so far. Now, another thing I noticed was a noticeable difference in the acoustic sound of the guitar. It resonated more loudly than before it had these saddles. So I did notice a little bit of an acoustic, boost, more of a glistening sound. You could definitely hear it after putting these saddles on. Now, the saddles that were on here, like I said, I took them off and I put them on the Squire, and they've improved that greatly. That was an upgrade for that guitar. And isn't that cool? The burl finish on these PBs. It's really cool. That's a veneer that they put on top of that Maranthe body. All right, let's look at all the changes that have been done to this beast. Starting from top to bottom, first thing I got was these beautiful Goto staggered locking tuners, which I love. They have been very, very sturdy. They look great. Big upgrade from the old tuners, I would say. Interesting thing about the old tuners is they have two little knobs that hold them in place on the Ibanez, so you kind of need a template to put them on any other guitar, I would claim. So that was interesting to discover. The next thing I did was to have this graphite nut installed. And of course that makes sure we don't have any binding here. And then I've also cleaned and conditioned the neck, also cleaned all the frets, polished them. You'd be amazed how much you can get off of a guitar neck for the first cleaning, since you got it from the factory. And it helps a lot in terms of playability. And then The most recent thing are these beautiful Graphtec Saddles. Very happy with the way they look, with the way they play. I would claim a bit of acoustic difference even through the amp. So very, very good stable platform now for tunability. You know, I was able to intonate this guitar very accurately, thankfully. The action's a little higher than I'd really like it, and I might actually take it in to have the neck adjusted a little bit, or maybe even try it myself. But it's tolerable for me, and I can always lower these saddles down a little bit more. I might do that to set it up. But the next thing that we're going to do, of course, is to replace this bridge pickup. These plates, you know, just kind of come unscrewed at these 4 points here, I know, and I'll have to look to see what the connections are. I need to figure out what the mapping is from the wires on these pickups to the electronics in here, and I also need to just go ahead and take a look. That's going to be an interesting part of the next video, I hope, which is to see what's under the cover on this beast. Don't you love the wood grain on the back of these Ibanez? You know, this is several pieces joined together, but it's just beautiful. Beautiful guitar. I love this guitar for the value, and it sounds like a beast. With these pickups, it sounds good, I think. But with the upgraded, you know, pickups, it's going to just be so much better. Okay, so that's the update on the Ibanez RG421PB Caribbean Shoreline Flat with the Gotoh tuners, the Graphtec nut, and the Graphtec saddles to do a complete tuning stability upgrade. Next, go the pickups, and quite possibly after that we will upgrade all of the electronics. So one step at a time, but that's the fun of getting a guitar like this. For not that much money, you can get it to be exactly what you want it to be. Thanks for watching, Jedi Jingle Maker. Please don't forget to subscribe, like if you made it this far. Hey, thank you, I really appreciate it. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. If you have one of these guitars, if you're doing modifications that are similar, if you have advice, I'd love to hear it. Thanks for watching, Jedi Jingle Maker.